um, um, whoa! Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, damn, yes. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. How's everybody doing in the chat? How's everybody doing tonight? Seem to be this morning. Good morning. So, how y'all doing? Greetings to all the Christians. Assalamu alaikum to all the Muslim faith. Shalom to the Hebrew and the Jewish. What's up to everybody else? It's the God of War. It's Officer Panthro. It's Officer the goddamn law, trademarked and registered. My brother, my champion, my savior. Woo! It is the man, the myth, the legend, the suntan Superman with the plan. How are y'all doing tonight? Well, good morning to you, neighbor. Oh, man. I'm just going to say this to you folks. If you don't know who I am by now, then something's real askewed. There are serious reasons why I am the way that I am. In my 40 years of being on terra firma, I've always asked this question to several people. So, are you telling me that my eyes and ears and my sense of smell are lying to me? Some people out there, well, an overwhelming majority of people, rather believe the sensational lie over the simplistic truth any day of the damn week. Okay? Let's be real, let's be frank, okay? There's some people out there, especially in our culture, who are not factual. I don't like certain things because they are factual. They do hurt. Allegedly, shit, that shit is like copywritten. I swear to God, I am the way that I am for serious reasons. At 40 years old, and definitely way before I turned 40, I've learned that I cannot speak to women past first level shit. I never really truly have riveting conversations that are ultimately fulfilling with women until they get into their goddamn feelings. And by the way, if you don't like the fact that I'm talking about women, especially black women, shut the fuck up. Why don't you, instead of getting mad at me for what I'm talking about on my damn channel with my damn faithful subscribers, why don't you come up with a better argument? Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you the same thing I would tell anybody. Why don't you come up with a better fucking product? But you can't. And that's really the fucking serious issue that's going on and plaguing black people today. Unfortunately, Philip, I did not see Dennis Sperling today. It's amazing how when you pull out stats, how many black women don't want to hear it? Well, my father don't. I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Supreme King Coon. Don't you give me no fucking singular or individual fucking talking point when you know good and damn well we talking about the totality of a fucking group. And to do so is intellectually dishonest. And see, this is the reason why. This is the reason why a guy like me is the way that the fuck I am. I even had talking to my homegirl who's openly a lesbian, and I tried to tell her when she brought up the subject of Roe v. Wade. I said, it's funny how everybody talks about it's your choice, but it's not our choice if we want to be on the hook for a child we didn't want. You know why? Because for several years and several times during the day, it's okay to say, fuck men. It's okay to fucking say that. It's okay to say, well, you just need to step up and be a man. But nobody ever tells these raggedy bitches to be ladies. I think it's so fucking amazing. Number one, black man got to deal with racism first. Number two, his own damn women. Literally wanting to be the handmaidens of fucking said racism sometimes. Second only to white women. I am tired. I'm sick and fucking tired of being one of the most logical, simplistic people in this fucking space. Even when I told her, look, men have always been held accountable since Roe v. Wade. If you can physically abort a child, then why can't we economically abort the child? See, I'm a bigger feminist than any of your feminists. I say hold you bitches to what the fuck you say. But you'll never do it because you like it when it's one sided. Excuse me for a second, folks. Even with my female friends, it is very hard to have real conversations with them above the first level. Well, these men got to be responsible for these big. The men are responsible. The men are responsible. See, let's talk about being responsible. During that whole fiasco of that video with the McDonald's food, that was a black man, despite getting the wrong woman pregnant, taking accountability by taking care of the child he created. And thank God for social media now, because a lot of motherfuckers today are the gifts that keep on giving. But they need to be how the fuck can I be more responsible than when my child says I'm hungry, I'm feeding him? Make it make sense, someone. Make it make sense. I even told my friend, yo, black men are the only men in the world that are always told what they haven't done instead of being celebrated for what they have done. I said, and I told her, it's funny, right? During the 80s and 90s, when black men were saying all kinds of shit being talked about them, and we took it in stride and became the number one fathers in the fucking planet, you bitches still had something to complain about. I swear to God, black men, I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it again. We are surrounded by fucking enemies. It's just like that one jackass who came on my panel yesterday before everybody else came up. Oh, it's the women. No, we're surrounded by enemies. Why you think the women act like this? You always praise your mother for doing what the fuck she got to do, but never talking about her biggest failure is never taking a man who would have been the best possible fucking father and or husband that she could get. We alleviate mama from that bullshit, but daddy got to step up. If you really believed in this shit, and this is the reason why most of these fucking YouTubers fear me, because I will break them down like a fucking M16. Y'all gonna get some, y'all better donate, share this shit, because y'all gonna get the righteous fury of the God of War tonight. Order 66 is in effect. Say one dumb thing in my fucking chat without making it make sense, you're gone. I don't give a fuck. You're gone. Gone are the days of suffering idiots and fools. It's amazing how nobody said, but a real woman would actually nurture and make sure those kids eat before she does, instead of having a sorry bitch fucking sell her stamps. We alleviate people for their responsibility. We feel sorry for their monotony. For their inadequacy. Well, my father, fuck all that. Does your father represent every goddamn black man? Even when I told her black women have a million kids that were never even sired by black men. And she actually hung up on me. And there's going to come a time when I feel like calling her back where I'm going to cuss her the fuck out. But see, this is the real reason. You bitches can't take the truth. When somebody can't believe your bullshit and can debunk it as easily as a boy ties his shoe, you don't like it. This is the real reason men and women were never meant to be friends. I told my friends, quite frankly, don't you want a companion? What fucking woman likes the shit that I do? And if I did find her, 9 out of 10, she's probably married anyway, because she's absolutely that fucking rare. I don't have these puppy dog eyes for shit. It ain't about who hurt me. It ain't about who did this, what girl did that. It's about the fucking reality. And I'm sick of it that people want to tell me that my fucking brain, my eyes, my lips, my fucking ears, my nose fucking are lying when I can see immediately the bullshit around me. Now, one of you bitches ever said, and a lot of you niggas ever said that that chick ought to lose her children and the fathers ought to get custody. This is the fucking reason now I told my fucking female friend, why single mothers are done. You're 90 fucking 8% of single mothers are typically pathetic. I know people say that's too mean, that's too much. You know why? Because most of you are poor pickers of men. Hell, let's be honest. 80% of you literally ruin your own fucking marriages and relationships. I like to say this. If I took 1,000 single mothers and said, how are your children doing? I bet you the statistics are going to be poor. See, it's funny when it's cool. It's fashionably correct to shit on black men, but when you hold fucking black women accountable, oh, we gotta hang up. Oh, we gotta talk. No, black men always been on a fucking hook. I don't give a fuck about your choice. If it's truly your choice and the man didn't want to pay, then you would suck it up, buttercup. But tell the truth. A lot of you bitches have babies just so you can get the fuck out of your old people's house. A lot of you get babies so you can get some fucking food stamps. Shit you never earned. Shout out to Sun is Hot Raw. The video alone single-handedly destroyed, eradicated, and evaporated stepdaddy season for at least 5 generations to come. I'm tired of this shit, yo. I'm tired of this shit. I get one idiot telling me that racism isn't the number one goddamn thing that plagues black men. And then two, I get a bunch of disingenuous bitches who don't want to hear the truth. Don't call me about no Roe v. Wade because you're not going to like what the fuck I say. Y'all talk about, I'm going to say this, right? Just like I told her. This is the reason why it's very hard to do shit for black people. Because as soon as one black man has a difference of opinion about anything, he's a coon. Does that make me want to fucking do things for you? Clarence Thomas stood up for self-defense. That men should protect their families. Stood up for fucking Roe v. Wade and said, yeah, stand up for the children. But he's a coon, and this is the reason why I said it before, why a motherfucker like B. Simone can have the audacity to talk that foul shit about Dr. King. And that's your fault. That's your goddamn fault. And I said that too, by the way, in the conversation. Because you motherfuckers don't understand history. You motherfuckers don't understand history. And this is why we're always doomed to repeat the motherfucker. What about the children? Fuck them kids. Because guess what? The first person to say fuck them was their own goddamn mothers. It's amazing how black men were the number one stepfather, but black men don't want to take care of kids. Somebody, give me some fucking sensible shit about that. We made a culture of black men being a stepfather. But as soon as a black man said, I don't want no chick with a kid, he's wrong. If loving myself is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Not one person has any consideration for the feelings, the admirations, the dreams, and the goals of a black man. That dude can be on his way to becoming a PhD, an MD, or whatnot, a JD. But because of our selfish ass women, instead of actually trying to build with a black man, you try to siphon the power from him. Oh, y'all keep sleeping with the enemy. We ain't sleeping with nobody because we ain't even fucking making babies. Black women, for some odd reason, to this day, don't believe that y'all got more babies than we do. Any black woman that has 2 or more children, there's almost a 70% chance that it's by 2 or more men. And guess what? 1 million of those children are not by black men. Do you ever call them white daddies, Arabic and Asian dudes, Hispanic dudes? Do you call them fucking deadbeats? No. Because you're going to shut the fuck up with your little mulatto baby and play in his hair and show him off like you got a fucking Emmy. Despicable. And you wonder why I'm the way that I am. Come with me with a better fucking product. By the way, I'm Charles Faulkner Jr. There is not one person who challenged me in a debate I've lost to on these YouTube streets. I literally dissected people for years. There's 2 reasons why people like me or people just hate my guts. Because I make the shit look easy. How many times have you seen me dissect people? I want the audience to answer. How many times have I dissected people on their panels, someone else's panels, or mine? How long have you seen me dissect people's arguments? There's no fear in my heart, and there's no bitch in my blood. See, there are certain people who are actually too good for this goddamn space. And many of them, like an art news style TV, too good for the space. Too good for its space. Because what SKC did and tried to misconstrue the words that was said on his panel by the various men on there and woman and the lady, which was Shonda, and tried to misconstrue what was said, that's disrespectful. There's a reason why I am the way that I am. You don't tell a war vet, why is he so grizzled? You don't tell a veteran in any field, why does he do something in a simplistic or almost basically an orderly way. that man is usually going to be systematic with his actions. You're going to go out and you're going to get some motherfuckers in life who are going to lie, lie, lie just to make some coon bucks or to kiss some ass or to go out there and try to get some ass. I don't need to do that. I get to be my goddamn authentic self, regardless of who likes what the fuck comes out of my lips or not. The problem isn't what Officer Faulkner says. The problem is you can't debunk it. It's amazing that when the biggest lie ever told in the black community was stated about black women being the most educated, and when people came out and said, no, you're not, you're just the most enrolled, why do they still carry on with the fucking narrative? Nobody takes that dude serious, Raw. Nobody. See, here's the pathetic part about it, man. When you got people who are capable, knowledgeable, it's like the black manosphere shoos them the fuck away. It's like they go out of their way to say, hey, you talented guys, we don't like you. I've always said this. It's a goddamn shame that Kevin Samuels was never appreciated when he first came to this goddamn space. But the only reason a lot of niggas started fucking with him is because he was putting women in their place that a lot of these dudes were scared to even speak to. You didn't care for Kevin when he said you need to fucking grow up, buy a suit, know how to pick a cologne, know how to groom yourself properly. A lot of motherfuckers didn't mess with him then. You know who the fuck you are. But it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that he was still looking out for black men, even when black men turned their back on him. Real fucked up, man. Real fucked up. And you wonder why it's so easy to develop coons in this fucking sector. It's a damn shame he had to rely on fucking all these groups of different women and a select few of faithful black men that support that brother in his efforts. Black men, y'all don't like supporting shit. The men who day on and day out defend black masculinity, where's the fucking support? And I'm not just talking monetarily. It's a damn shame. You got people questioning masculinity because he's not the prototypical wannabe super thug. It's amazing that motherfuckers had the audacity to talk about Kevin's sexuality, but you never question the niggas in your neighborhood that constantly go back to jail. You never question the nigga who had fresh cornrows coming out of prison. Last time I checked, in order to get your hair braided, you usually got to sit between somebody's legs. And I'll leave it as that. It's amazing how all of our heroes can be dragged through the fucking mud. And you wonder why I'm the way that I am. I had a friend of mine, like I told you about her, openly lesbian woman, try to debunk me about men need to step up. See, it's okay when we say you bitches need to be fucking better mothers. Y'all seen it. That shit that happened about that McDonald's fiasco happens every fucking day in the hood. Well, y'all can't be getting these girls pregnant. I said, go ahead and do me one favor. Go ask all your male friends how many of them fucking females they've been with wanted raw dick. But you're not going to do that because you squarely want to put the blame on black men's shoulders. Oh, we need, see, every time you hold black women accountable, I think it's very convenient that it's always, we both need to be responsible. How the fuck can you be responsible if we are always the only ones fitting the fucking bill? Now somebody caught up to your bullshit. Now it's all, oh my God, we in trouble now. Fuck your trouble. Fuck your trouble. I think it's fucking amazing that nobody ever holds women accountable for their bullshit. I think it's fucking amazing, man. How many years have black men been taking care of kids that weren't theirs? And what's the only thing we got to show for it? We don't even get a fucking hearty handshake or a gold watch. I think it's amazing, man. Ross said a little pushback on that, Charles. The black male celebrities, how the black male celebrities, how who had, I guess it was who had him on their platform. They didn't have to do that, but they did because they understood and agree with the message. I'm going to push on that even further, and this is the reason why I don't lose debates. Is because Joe Buttons was one of the first people to say something negative about him until he got popular, really popular, and it was overwhelming where it couldn't be helped. And then when he realized that Kevin was a real dude, that's when the respect came. Because even in his death, Kevin still has more subscribers than a lot of these popular black celebrities. A lot of these dudes said they thought he was zesty until they actually talked and met with him. That's even bigger pushback. And people wonder why I'm the way that I am. Because a lot of the football players, a lot of the rappers, oh, this is the zesty dude. Until he did something that a lot of them couldn't do was fucking shut a woman up. A lot of motherfuckers get real antsy in their pants when another nigga can do something they can't. I see the world for what it is, not what the fuck I want it to be. I'm the one who tell black men the mentality we get in the black community is that we ain't shit till you need us. There's a reason why we're the most homeless, most unmiseducated, disinformed, highest in cost, incarcerated. Tell me one group of people who really want black people to make it. No, no, let me change that statement. Tell me one group of people that really want black men to make it. We got the most delusional fucking women on the planet who think they're valuable after having multiple kids by multiple men who are manly, aggressive, insufferable. But people think I'm lying when I say this in my real life. I'm actually fucking tame in my fucking YouTube life compared to my real one. And it's fucking shameful. It's fucking shameful, man. Let me get the fuck out of here because everybody wants to play their fucking music. I think it's fucking amazing, man. The only thing black men get paid and retrospect for is their ass, is to give everybody gives them their ass to kiss. Yet there's a lot of these so-called educated chicks who owe their money to the common man. I don't care if he was the working man or the drug dealer, the common man actually paid a lot of these bitches way to go through college, picked up their damn kids. But black men don't take care of their kids, right? And then here's the shameful part when you deal with a bitch with kids. She doesn't even want to give you your own set of kids. Make that shit make sense, please. And then they want to be overweight, loud, and obnoxious about it. No matter what black men do, when black men say, you know what, we're going to do the Bruce Banner indoctrination, we just want to be left the fuck alone, everybody in the world want to come near us. Why? Because you want to siphon that fucking life energy away from us. A black man that's happy is a black man that can't be living long. You can't have your happiness and live long. People don't want you to do that. People always want you to take the moral high ground. When they get to act like a fucking devil. I'm gonna say this to you, black man. Their moral high ground is for losers. Morality is for the weak and the conquered. Put that in the chat. Morality is for the weak and the conquered. That's amazing. Black chicks love trap music more than black men. God damn. Anyway, if you want me to answer this question, a couple of y'all gonna have to donate because I'm gonna go deep diving into this question. I'm gonna go deep diving. A couple of y'all gonna have to donate because I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about a lot of shit that nobody else wants to mention. Right? Because yes, it was all monetary. Yes, they have to pay him. Yes, he was the hottest thing going today. Kevin Samuels was the Ric Flair in his prime of the manosphere, both black and white. Nobody, and I mean nobody, in manosphere history in its totality put up the numbers day in, day out, yearly, and overall subscriptions like Kevin. Nobody. People in this world who are in the know, they know. If I get this man on my show, we're going to do numbers. They know this. That's the reason why that I told you the old saying that I live by. I'm not shit till you need me. And a lot of them were the same motherfuckers who was talking cash shit about him. Oh, why he talking about black women? But he was saying the shit that men were too fucking cowardly to speak of. Shout out to Midtown Flight. See, let's talk about this, right? It sounds fucking familiar. There it is. Years. It's been 3 to 4 years since Cerulean and myself came out with the goddamn Great Faulkner Initiative. But yet black men still coming out their mouths saying, hey, and black women, hey, we need to get something together to get a rites of passage for young black men. Do y'all know how insulting that shit can be? That shit is insulting, man. It's insulting, man. Oh, we need a rites of passage. Just like, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example. When Cerulli and I came out with the Great Faulkner Initiative, was it loved by the masses, or even the majority of the masses, or was it heavily criticized? And that'll give you your answer. That'll tell you how shit really runs. There's no fucking way in heaven, earth, or hell that people can sit here and say, well, it's a little, we need to get these young boys, some training. We need to get these young boys some education. But when you going to put up your fucking money? When you going to put up and shut up? Or shut up, actually. It was heavily criticized. But all of a sudden now, you got all these fucking boys out here who either trying to wear their mother's fucking high heels or shoot up the goddamn place. That's when you want to fuck with the Grey Faulkner Initiative. That's when. So I guess I'm a fucking expert on how it feels to be fucked with until you're needed. And it's sickening. But people have the audacity, even in my personal life, to say why I am the way that I am. I've been a police officer and a soldier for more than some of the people on the panel's been alive. The hardest thing to do in the black community is get motherfuckers off of plantation politics. The hardest thing to do is to get black people to get off of plantation politics. It gets crazy when I can see my community, my so-called people, and look at them and say, you know what? We got to do better than this. But what happens, black folks? What happens? If a motherfucker in the black manosphere make over 100,000 subscribers, that's a fucking miracle in itself. I'm sick and I'm tired. I've seen the fucking world. And I see all these women coming out and saying, we're not that bad. We're good. We got some good. Even my friend had to fucking talk about that shit with the McDonald's incident skit, whatever the fuck it was. And see, I don't want nobody in my chat to talk about it's a skit when I seen the shit happen in real life. If it's not the man bringing enough food for all the kids that aren't his, it's the woman complaining that you only bought food for the kid and not her. Motherfuckers are making it real easy to make coons. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. Why do we got D Darrell here? Why is this too big hack over here? You're not making any quality content. Nobody really listens to you. You're just another simp by any other name. This is the way that I am. Because you're gonna have people like this jackass here and others who try to tell me and you all, well, this ain't the real black community. But these are the same niggas that are gonna be bitch scared and bitch afraid to tell a bitch stop acting like a bitch. You wonder why these detractors and coons? Because too many of them have too much of our time. You can't tell me anything, obviously. The only thing you probably could tell me is your name, and you're probably not even going to give that. You're just a detractor just for being on contrarian sake. Why are you here? Why, oh, why are you here? You're not about solutions. You don't agree with anybody who's over with these talking points. You don't even, and see, this is the bad part, right? I wouldn't even mind motherfuckers like you if you could actually articulate your points and make it make logical sense. At least a guy like Hood Conservative, when he talked to those two black ladies, he kept it funky. He kept it real funky. And guess what? Every man on that panel had to give him his flowers. That might be the statement of the summer. When you want your independence, you want your independence from us. You want your independence from responsibility, accountability, and respect. You want your independence to have the ability to break up our families. But a guy like you, D. Darrell, would never say anything so profound. All you want to do is just make distractions. Maybe because there's so many inadequacies in your life. I don't know. Maybe because you feel as though this makes you a better man. I don't know. But I'll tell you one thing, it is not my cross to carry, nor my burden to bear. And see, right there, you're so bitter. What the fuck am I bitter about? You actually have to have hope to be bitter. Who said my life isn't great? Who said my life isn't great? I feel great because I just put a young black man through not only getting his gun permit, his security clearance, but also getting commissioned as a special police officer. And he's only 19. Why would I be mad when I'm happy? My son got accepted into a medical academy. I'm elated. I'm going to ask you this question. What consequence are you to me? What consequence are you to me? See, a lot of brothers don't understand that there are some people you have nothing over. I could be in a cardboard box and have a better disposition than people like you, D. Darrell. No. What consequence are you to me? Don't answer the question with a question. Even you, a person who's a bit feeble-minded with rocks for brains, can actually comprehend what I just said. But you're not going to answer because that's that femininity that's dwelling inside of you. You need to get rid of it. You need an exorcism of bitch assness. Have you ever noticed I don't go where I'm not welcomed because I could care less. I don't worry about just my greatness. I try to make the people around me great as well. See, a lot of motherfuckers get mad at a person like me is because when the day I die is when I truly become immortal. What did Obi-Wan Kenobi say? If you strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can ever imagine. My legacy will live on through my wrestlers, through my son, through my charitable works, through the lives I literally saved. You think I really give a fuck about some Negro that hides behind YouTube? Really? Hey, Google. Hey, Siri. Who the fuck does he think I am? See, Charles Singer so eloquently put this into a very simplistic phrase. He said, if you ever going to complain about something, you better be the first nigga to offer help to it or shut the fuck up. And the problem is, oh, well, these young black men ain't get a job. Guess what? I gave not only a career to a young black man, but I also secured a future for him. Just like I've done it for my son and several other wrestlers without question. But I get phony motherfuckers trying to question me. The fucking audacity of you niggas. You could disagree all you want with me. I'm cool with that. But at least donate to a cause that's worthy, bigger than you or me. But that's too much like right, isn't it? It's too much like corrective maintenance, isn't it? And you wonder why I'm the way that I am. I question your tech and skills very much so, Art, but I can't question yours because you don't have any. Sorry for your luck. Sorry for your damn luck. Oh, trust me, when I get into the house, send me a request so I could beat your ass, please. See, I'm a level with a lot of you, man. This manosphere is being infiltrated by the people who are jealous of it. Somebody said it best: agents of chaos. Agents of chaos. Dope. Shout out to Art for the $5 super chat. Well, Cash App anyway. Somebody said it best. Agents of Chaos. Strell Bentley. You're right. You may try, Ray Hama, but I'll crush you. But yet, shout out to Charles Irby for helping his stepson get into a trade. But yet, we'll have all these great debates in the manosphere, but nobody wants to have a fucking solution. You literally got niggas who actually believe and think their knowledge is complete when they say racism isn't the number one thing that black men face. I wonder about you, Negroes. I wonder hard, man. See, it's bad, man. When you don't even have enough black men to even consecutively build upon another man's dream of seeing black men be put on top. Hell, don't even donate to me. Fuck me. At least find a worthy cause. At least find a. You know, it's a damn shame that there are some white people who are up and good ass people. And I'll get more love from them than some of these black folks out here. Majority of these black folks out here. And that same white guy will tell you how racist the world truly is. Because he's seen it when he was hiring people. And how people with money, such as the Arab, would say, I don't want that black man there. But sir, he's the most skilled man that I have. No, we can't have this black man here. We don't want that nigga here. It's a damn shame that there's a few white guys out there on the up and up and willing to help black boys. But black men don't want shit to do with their own people. And you wonder why I'm the way that I am. You got black women out here who can't even admit that black men overall, in the totality of the scheme of things, have been always accountable for children. Even the local drug dealers back in the goddamn 80s that give you a 5 or a 20 and say you don't need to be in this life. Go to school, make something of your damn self. You don't want to have this burden on you. The goddamn country admitted they losing $50 billion per year for not hiring black men. But they would rather fucking burn this motherfucker down than give you a fucking leg up. And this is what the fuck they promised, by the way. And I get people like D. Durrell over here trying to become an agent of chaos. The least you could do is start a fucking program for young black boys. That's the least you could fucking do. Hate on me all you want. I'll be all the motherfuckers and sons of bitches in the world. But at least do right by them. But you ain't gonna get that. You're gonna get that effeminized motherfucker to try to pull from this live stream, pull from that live stream because they're too lazy and untalented to do their own shit. And anytime you see me pulling somebody else's fucking content, I'm actually giving them their flowers and their praise. But remember, Charles, racism is not our number one threat as black men. Right there. What does that say? Discriminatory practices based on race. You goddamn right, Charles. They rather fucking invent. They rather hire their fucking enemy than to give the people who've been loyal to the country the most a fucking proper education. But nobody wants to talk about shit, right? Y'all know me. My fake PhD is in male-female behavior. And I'm talking to people with college degrees all the damn time. But nobody wants to put the fucking blame where the blame needs to be. If 75 to 80% of the children are with single mother homes and only 10% of the boys can read on grade level when they reach the 8th grade, is it the fault of the black man or is it fault of the black woman? Well, we're both at fault. How the fuck can we both at fault if you're the primary caregiver, the primary custodial parent? The child lives with you. See, that's called simplistic statistics. The numbers only lie when you don't like them. Somebody need to put that in the chat. The numbers don't lie unless you don't like them. I can literally say that statement to so many people and they refuse to say, these single mothers are destroying our boys. These single mothers are destroying our fucking community. Anywhere else in the world, if only 10% of said group can read on level, that will be considered a crime against humanity. When a third of your men have records, a sixth of your men are in jail, that would be a crime against humanity. But you got jackasses who want to come over here and start shit. You got highly educated people who are incredibly disingenuous. But you want to argue with me instead of having a fucking solution. That's what it boiled down. That's what it boils down to. You're too cowardly to tell that woman you're fucking up. I'm not. I don't give a fuck if I lose friends. I'd rather you call me an asshole than disloyal. Put that down in the chat. I'd rather be an asshole than disloyal. I don't even let my friends of the past 25 plus years say some bullshit that's not true. There are facts that make me want to throw my fucking iPad the fuck out of my car window. But I gotta tell the fucking truth. Here it is. I'm helping young black men achieve their fucking dreams, but I get criticized. I'm going to say it again, black people. There's some people too good for this fucking space. A guy like Kevin was one of them. We allow too many motherfuckers to trash our heroes. I don't stand for that bullshit. It's better to be a fucking I'm gonna say it again. It's better to be an honest asshole than a disloyal friend. How the fuck is it I can see a group of people about to jump off a cliff to their doom? I attempt to tell them, hey, don't go over there, it's dangerous. No, I'm gonna do it anyway. How many of us even volunteer our time? How many of us even take the time out to teach lessons to young black men that we made? All the mistakes. We live in a very egotistical and selfish culture, people. Very egotistical and selfish. We don't promote growth. We promote poison. We promote death and destruction because we sure as hell don't like life. I got a bunch of people on Facebook upset with me because I said, hey, I don't have a problem with Clarence Thomas, a man who, if you look at his history, is highly pro-black. But because black women were upset, here comes black men following their fucking nuts. It's very disturbing, man. It's very disturbing. You get these naysayers to come over here, these trolls, to do what? To do what? Start trouble? Feed the dysfunction? It's sad, really. It's sad. Man, that's facts, Tro. Clarence Thomas is the perfect example of how when you keep silent, others paint their own narrative of you. You a coon, but you stood up to racist ass fucking Senate. You a coon, but you spoke against people that didn't want to see you become the second black Supreme Court justice. Think about this, man. You a coon because you chose life over irresponsibility. You a coon because you chose self defense versus victimhood or victimization. I think it's fucking amazing, man. I truly do. But you allow these feminists and these fucking drone ass men to paint a picture of a guy who spoke against then Senator Joe Biden and said this is a modern day lynching. Anita Hill came out the woodwork only because what? Clarence Thomas was about to be appointed a Supreme Court justice. The black community, you know what? You want it to be done, it's on you. Men like myself tried. Men like myself tried. Yeah, it's funny how Alito and the other white guys led the vote, but the black man's the face of it. It's hilarious, man. It shows you how low caste and low and uninformed we truly are as a people, man. It truly is. What really affects us is that hmm, Excuse me for a second. Had to take care of something real quick. I'm going to answer your question. How do you think the black community survived in the first place? You didn't have a lot of homeowners without military service. You didn't have a lot of people who made it from one sector to the other one. You didn't have that. Military service is the backbone of any Greek society. Rome, Egypt, Mesopotamia, Zululand, Carthage, Athens, Sparta. You weren't considered a man unless you gave service. Some of the Black Panthers were veterans. Here's the crazy part, right? You weren't considered a man unless you gave up service. I've noticed I see a lot of brothers in these spaces talk about how conservative they are, but they haven't given one bit of service back to the society. Like I said before, we bastardized the word conservative so much that it doesn't even mean the same fucking thing that it meant before. Well, I'm a patriarch. You can be a patriarch and be liberal as fuck. Military service was actually the way you knew that you were going to pick a good husband. Did he serve? Guess what? AmeriCorps is a type of service. Notice they call it the armed services because they're armed. But somebody has to take care of the society during peacetime as well. Service is service. Just like you have people in certain communities who go to college and they have to use 5 years of their life to come back as a teacher when the community paid for their college. They have to give back their service. But we're the only people who don't understand that concept. Shout out to 3000 GT Atlanta for the Cash App support. Service is how you got between the boys and the men. What's up, Bowen? Hey, Bowen, what's up? Hello, Bowen. If you're trying to say something, I can't hear you. The one thing places like the military and AmeriCorps does to young men is take them out of their normal circumstances and their normal environment and expose them to a much broader audience and environment. You cannot truly call yourself a man without actually going out into the unknown and challenging it. Bowen, I'll bring you back up. when you say something. He said, sorry, still working. Just let me know in the back chat when you're going to come up and say something. That's part of the reasons why I am the way that I am. I'm a staunch, down, fucking Second Amendment militaristic police officer kind of guy. Certain things I believe are a standard of what you need in our armed services, our Peace Corps, our AmeriCorps. There's a certain standard of men you need. Well learned, well experienced, thoughtful men. Philip D. Redden Jr. Woo! Assalamu alaikum. Charles, I call these types of guys who romanticize about the military and war but never join flag rappers. They wrap themselves around the American flag to impress. Oh, yeah. There's a lot of damn stolen valor. There's a lot of damn stolen valor out here. Facts. A lot of stolen valor. You can't call yourself conservatives and not serve. Think about it. JFK was conservative as fuck. He was actually really, really good friends with Richard Nixon. He really was. They agreed on a lot of shit. Think about it. Have you noticed a lot of your presidents did what? Serve in the military. There's only been a recent trend since not Obama, since Clinton, that you didn't have a president who really served in the military. You couldn't get to elected office without military service. Blowing you up. Shout out to Raw again. But Charles, how do you get back to a community that doesn't want your instructional help, but they want your financial charity, then for you to disappear? Shout out to the Captain Jack, aka Sandog, who said it best. What black people don't need is Kal-El, aka Clark Kent, aka Superman. What black people really need is General Zod. And he made a good point, and I agree with him because I thought about this myself. You know why black cops would have to fuck up black people? It's because of the lack of fucking respect when it comes to masculine authority. Hey, that's what's up, T-Gang. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. You showed a lot of grit in that live stream, man. You showed a lot of damn good grit. And don't forget to subscribe to my man TD Game. Great man when he plays Madden. Can't wait till we see his footage when Madden 23 comes out. But man, he makes the game so damn interesting. Plus, he's a fellow Ravens fan like myself. So support and give him a like and a subscription, man. You'll be highly entertained. So back to what I was saying. We Yeah, that's true. We got to understand this, that myself and the captain, aka Sandog, had a good conversation today when me and my Padawan went to go get our certifications for the special police class. And he said there might have to be black guys, an all black male police department might have to start going up people's heads because of the lack of masculine respect and authority that they're going to get. You're going to have a lot of these dudes out there who are good dudes, but they're going to have to fight like hell just to get your respect. See, sometimes you got to do what's not popular to make everybody better. Sometimes you got to say harsh things, ugly truths. For a lot of you guys who are anime fans, right? You know the story of Naruto. No, I can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you yet, bro. Here's the harsh truth about some things. In the Naruto universe, it was not uncommon for a 12-year-old kid to give up his life for his village and his country. If you want to look at hierarchy in a very entertaining way, watch Naruto. When you go from the tuning, I forget what's above, what is it, Joning? Tuning? Give me a second. I'm going to look up the ranks of Naruto. God damn it. I used to remember this shit. Oh, you had the getting, the tuning, the joning, and special joning, and then you had the Hokage. You got to understand something. Rank means something to men. Hierarchy means something to men. Great example today. TD Game was playing his live stream to see if he could make it to the championship game, win the Super Bowl on Madden. He got bullshitted one game, but you know what he did? He dusted himself off and he had to dig in deep and go harder. He had to prove that he was worthy of the rank he proved on Madden. It's no different in the military, it's no different between men. The reason why we have such dysfunctionality is one, we don't respect masculine leadership. Two, we don't respect hierarchy. There are some people who do, unfortunately for you, outrank you in some way. For example, Dr. Dunbar has a PhD in pharmacology. He vastly outranks me when it comes to that STEM science. Just like if he came to law enforcement, I would vastly outrank him. Excuse me for a moment, folks. I'm back. See, the problem it is that we got away from respect, duty, honor, loyalty, integrity, doing what's right when no one's looking, mission. We got away from that. You know why? Because we think everybody is supposed to be the same motherfucker. We can hang out with people, but guess what? If we don't have a difference of opinion, how the hell are we going to even learn? How the hell are we going to do stuff? How the hell can we actually grow to be better men unless we were taught by men who were greater than us? But nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to say we have a shortage of real men teaching young men. There is no fucking way a fucking 10-year-old boy should still be living with his mother if the father's not there. We do our boys, especially in our community, a disservice. And then we expect them to compete with white men, Asian men, who are highly patriarchal, Arabic men, who were extremely patriarchal. We rather shit on a guy who spends 4 years getting a degree or the black guy coming home from the war defending our freedoms, but we'll throw parties for a nigga who did a fucking year in jail. But you got guys like Obsidian who says, I don't want to mentor people. But yet, Obsidian was mentored to become a fucking skilled tradesman. How can you deny the people to transferring of your skills to other people when you were blessed to have those people transfer their skills to you? You are not a true man until you have someone that you can teach. Whether it be your son, whether it be your nephew, your younger cousins, your little brother, hell, go to a goddamn school and mentor. But you know what? You bullshitting afraid, right? You're afraid because you scared of that little boy. You scared because you scared of what black means, what black is in America. You're scared because every goddamn time you turn around, you see the women fighting you. How many of you men out there actually said, you know what? Fuck your choice. If my choice was disturbed, then it's your turn to be disturbed. Fuck your choice. Because for the longest time, when y'all got pregnant, we didn't have a choice. It's amazing how many Negroes climb up the ladder of success and then cut the motherfucker once they reach the roof. But we don't want to talk about that, you know. We don't want to talk about that shit. We don't want to talk about that. See, I believe in a Japanese proverb, and please write this down in the chat for prosperity. A master knows his job is done once his student surpasses him. I'm going to say it again for the Negroes in the back who didn't hear me. A master knows his job is done once his student surpasses him. Let's tell the truth. A lot of brothers out there don't want to be surpassed. I told my wrestlers when I coached them, I won 4 championships. I want you to win 8. Because even when you're better than me, you're still part of my legacy. You're still part of my lineage. See, lineage is everything to a man. If you ever go into a martial arts dojo, whose picture is usually the highest? Whose picture is usually the highest? It's the Grand Masters. And even higher than the Grand Master, above him is the inventor of the art style. There are people who owe their lineage to Jigoro Kano when it comes to fucking judo. Some of the teachers were direct students of his. See, a lot of people don't understand that legacy and lineage is that, hey, even in wrestling, who's your coach? Such and such. Oh, yeah, I remember when he wrestled and he was coached under such and such. Hey, Bowen, you're going to have to send me an email. See, each time we allow fuckery and chaos to persist, that's more of our young men who are going to be in prison. Hey, just send me an email, man. There's more of our young men who are going to be incarcerated, led astray, made to think it's cool to deal with a woman who has 3 kids by 3 men. There's so many times. I'm like the Kratos, the God Killer. I like my role as Ares, the God of War. Sometimes, you know, Ares. But it makes it funny that if you truly wanted better black men, there would have been a major push to put men in military schools, to put young boys into a military upbringing starting at the age of 5. But you know what? They're going to prevent that boy going into the military because she knows when he comes out from training, that's a man and he needs to be respected as such. We got to do better than this, man. We got to. People always wonder, why are you the way you are? I'm a well-traveled man. I'm a worldly man. I've been around different cultures, different types of people. Made friends with people from different cultures, different races, and everything. But I was never afraid to express the truth. I was never afraid to answer the hard questions that it seems that Black America fails to do. We need to truly stop doing a disservice to our people. You got a lot of people who come up in here and say, well, why should we give service to an ungrateful bunch of women? It's not about the women, it's about the community. Make the place a better place for your sons and daughters to thrive. At least have enough decency to let your son and daughter survive and thrive. We can either be the answer or the salvation to our problems, or we could be the accomplice to our own destruction. And either way, it could be so flexible. It's a damn shame, man. We're getting crazy out here, man. You know, I'm about to get some rest, enjoy my 4 day weekend. Y'all be safe. Who knows? If I get bored, maybe 9, 10 o'clock, I might do another live stream. Haven't decided yet. We got to do a lot better, man. Y'all be safe and get some rest out here. And if you get a chance, do me a favor. Tell your friends and family you love them. Tell them that I'm calling to make sure you're good and I love you. The greatest man is always going to be a gentleman because a gentleman is not afraid of conflict and he's damn sure not afraid of war, but he will protect the peace at all costs. Tell your people you love them. You never know. 2 days away from, you know, after my boy, you know, transported me to the school when my car was down, I felt so blessed to know that that brother was like, I love you. Make sure you do well in class. I'm gonna hit you up, keep you posted. And I was like, man, good, man. You're a good dude. Love you too, man. And I need y'all to really think about that. We are all we got, man. My brother, my champion, my savior. Y'all take care of each other out there, man. If you see somebody struggling, do something kind. Give them a warm prayer, a kind, hearty handshake, some dap. Be aware of your stuff, man. Life's too short to be worried about people trolling, people being disorganized, man. And for those of you who might be listening to my program and struggling, the Faulkner man loves you as well. You have a good morning, good afternoon, good night.